All right, guys, so second part, solving one-step equations with multiplication and division. So remember that the goal of solving equations is to isolate or get alone the variable. Okay, so we're trying to get the variable all by itself. So click off this so that yellow thing goes away. To do this, you need to isolate the variable using inverse operations. And again, we talked about inverse meaning opposites. So if we're looking at adding 23, right? If we're looking at adding 23, the opposite of that would be subtract 23, right? If we're looking at subtract 23, the opposite of that would be subtracting 18, the opposite would be add 18. If we're looking by multiplying by negative 15, the opposite is dividing, right? It's dividing, but it's not dividing by a positive 15, right? It's dividing by the exact same number. So we're dividing by a negative 15. I've written it like this the first time because that's what you're going to type in your calculator. But when I write it in my math problems, I'm going to write it as this, right? Dividing by 15. I'm going to draw a line and then I'm going to draw 15. So these two things are the same, okay? In your calculator, you'll do this. In the problem, you'll write this. And then dividing by 8, if I see in the problem I need to divide by 8, then I'm going to multiply by the same number. I'm going to multiply by 8. Well, again, if you're going to multiply by 8, that should, in your problem, not look like an X, okay? It should look like maybe a little dot and then an 8. Or if you want, you could draw little parentheses and then draw the 8 outside of the parentheses, right? We're multiplying by that, right? Either this way or this way. Okay, so we could see it multiple different ways in the problem, but we don't want to use an X because remember that might confuse us. It might look like the letter X when really we're using it to mean multiply. So we really don't want to write this except for in our calculator. So let's look at a couple examples. If I'm solving 8x equals 56, okay, I look at the problem. What is the number with the letter? That is the number that I want to move. In order to move it, I want to think about, I've got two sides, again, to any equation. If you need to draw your line, draw your line. This is being multiplied. 8 is being multiplied by x. Whenever you have two things together like that, that means there's a multiply happening. Okay, so 8 is multiplied by x. The opposite of multiplication is division, right? Just like I said here, if we're dividing, that's the opposite of multiplying. So I want to go ahead and divide by my 8. And then I want to divide on the other side by my 8. I have to do it on both sides. Okay, so that's how I'm going to draw it. Here, I've drawn it for you to put the boxes right here. Okay, dividing by 8. You don't have to do it 2 times. I'm just showing you that I've drawn these boxes for you for the first ones to help, but later on you're going to have to do it yourself. So I'm dividing by 8. Well, 8 divided by 8 is going to give me 1x. So 8 divided by 8 gives me 1, which means that I don't have anything but x there. And 56 divided by 8 should give me a 7. But let's double check. Again, in your calculator, the way that you're going to type that is 56 divided by, okay? So the line that we see here, that's a divide symbol. Divide is this one. Divide by 8. 56 divided by 8 equals 7, right? Our solution was 7. So now I know x equals 7. Well, how do I check to make sure it's right? All right, well, let's go back to our equation. Our original equation was 8x equals 56. So 8 times 7 has to equal 56. Well, does 8 times 7 equal 56? You can type this in using the parentheses in your calculator. Your calculator knows that is multiply. So it can do it like this, or you can do it as 8 times 7. So 8 parentheses 7, or 8 times 7 is 56, or 8 times 7 is 56. I put this 7 in place of the x. Let's do one more example. Right here, we've got, oh, I wrote this in the wrong place, I'm sorry. Here, I gave you that work, right? 8x equals 56, 8 times 7 equals 56, so 56 equals 56, right? That is correct. All right, right here. When I solve, where is the variable? Is the variable on the left or the right? Well, the variable's on the left side of my equation, right? On the left side of my equation. And it's being divided by 5. Well, when I'm dividing by 5, the opposite of divide is multiply. So I'm going to multiply by 5. And over here on the other side, I'm going to multiply by 5. When I do that, right here, I'm writing it in the boxes, okay? But when I do my work on a normal problem, I'm going to do it like this. I've given you the boxes here to help you on the first ones. So a divided by 5 and multiplied by 5 is going to cancel these two. I'm going to get 1a. And 12 times 5, again, if you don't know what that is, don't stress, okay? You're going to put it in your calculator as 12 times 5, and you're going to get 60. So A is equal to 60. Well, now let's check. A divided by 5 is equal to 12. Well, A, we are saying, is 60. So is 60 divided by 5 equal to 12? I don't know. Let's check. Does 60 divided by 5 equal 12? Or 60, if you use your fraction button, you can even write it like this. 60 over 5 is equal to 12. Again, the fraction button, if you don't know where it is, it's this A, B over C, right? So you can type 12 and then type that, and you can put the fraction in the calculator. Okay, so 12 divided by 60 divided by 5 equals 12. So does 12 equal 12? Yes, 12 does equal 12. If you get an answer on this side that says 2 equals 12, well, 2 doesn't equal 12, so you must have done something wrong. All right, so on the back side, when you start these, right, I did not give you boxes here, but you're going to do the division or the multiplication step where you need to do it. So this is the left side and this is the right side. If I have 3 times a, 3 multiplied by a, the opposite of multiplying is dividing. So I'm going to divide by 3 on both sides. I'll get you started on that one. Same on this side. I have b divided by 4. Well, if I have a divide, I need to do the opposite, which is multiply by 4 and multiply by 4. Okay, so I'm starting you out with these ones. As you do your work, you should get your answer down here. You'll have A equals or you'll have B equals, okay? And then I want to see where you check it over here. So good luck, and if you have any questions, let me know and I will come and help you.